Hello and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It's Sunday the 5th of May 2024, just gone 9:20 in the morning. We're going to do the selections now for Hamilton. We have posted the 3 races up at Newmarket today that we're going to get investing in, and also after all these we're going to put up the 1,000 guineas separately. We'll go into a bit of detail with that race. Right, so Hamilton. Let's have a look through the card for non-runners first of all today. And there's the first one, the 423 Detective is a non-runner. And that's it so far, just the one. So we're going to go into my spreadsheet, and we've got 6 betting races at Hamilton today. I don't know if you followed us in yesterday. The top selection was nearly 20. That was a good result. Star of Lady M. We went through the card at Thirsk. Every bet we did there won. There was 5 of those. So it was a pretty much really good day, but if you watched the previous day, we only got back the losses from that day. So at least we've got on top again. Right, so we're going to start at Hamilton with the 205, and our first selection there is going to be Yukon Glen. So we're going to Matchbook, and we'll use their prices on the exchange. And Yukon Glen is 1,414. So stakes of £7.14 would return us £100. Simple Star, that's currently 4. That's just about favourite at the moment. Stakes of £25 would return us £100. And Ravenscraig Castle is our third selection, and that's currently 7. So stakes of £14.29 would return us £100, and that leaves us £3.57 to bring our stakes up to £50, and that's going to go on Capital Theory, and that is 4.3. So the first race, the 205 at Hamilton. 3 running for us here: Yukon Glen, Simple Star, Ravenscraig Castle, and the lower amount will be on Capital Theory. When we do a recap, we will go through them last selections with the calculator. So into our second betting heat. This is the 310, and our top selection here is going to be Grandad Bob. But it looks a good card there today at Hamilton. And Grandad Bob is the outsider. That's currently trading at 38. £2.63 stakes would return us £100. And Son of Sampers is our second selection, and that is favourite at 3.55. Stakes of £28.17 would return us £100. And Cavalier Approach is our third selection, and this is currently 3.2. So actually that was favourite. So let's have a look at what we had staked in the first 2. £30.80. That only leaves us £19.20 to put on Cavalier Approach. So the Hamilton 310, we've got 2 running for us: Grandad Bob and Son of Sampers. One of those 2 will return us £100, and Cavalier Approach will be the lesser amount. Moving into our third betting race, this is the 350 from Hamilton. Our top selection here is going to be Flight of Angels. And Flight of Angels, that is at the moment 6.4. So stakes of £15.63 would return us £100. My Little Queens is our second selection, and this is currently favourite at 3.55. Stakes of £28.17 will return us £100. And Bulldog Spirit is going to be our third selection here. That's currently 9.6, but we don't seem to have a lot of money left, so let's just work out what we got. We got £6.21, so that will be our maximum stake on our third selection. So Hamilton, 350. We got two running for us, Flight of Angels and My Little Queens. One of those two would return us £100, and Bulldog Spirit would be the lesser amount. Into our fourth betting race. This is the 423 at Hamilton, and our top selection there is Jack Hammer. And we can see that's the non-runner of the day so far, Detective. Jack Hammer, that is currently 14. So stakes of £7.14 would return us £100. And our second selection, Shine on Brendan. And at the moment that is 7.8. Stakes of £12.82 would return us £100. And Black Friday would be our third selection, and this at the moment is 11.5. Stakes of £8.70 would return us £100. And Nat Zor would be our fourth selection, and that is 3.95. So let's see if we've got enough money to put on that from the first three selections. It left us £21.34, so that will be our maximum bet on our fourth selection. So into Hamilton, 423. We've got three running for us, Jack Hammer, Shine on Brendan and Black Friday. One of those three would return us £100, and Nat Zor would be the lesser amount. Into our fifth betting heat. This is the 458 from Hamilton. Wonderful Lives is our top selection. And Wonderful Lives, that's currently 5.8. So stakes of £17.24 would return us £100. Our second selection is Mill Buey. And Mill Buey is right down the bottom. That's currently trading at 60. £1.67 would return us £100. And Starlight Stanley is our third selection. This is 8.4. Stakes of £11.90 would return us £100. And our fourth selection is Ready or Not. This is 8.6 at the moment. So let's just add up those top three before we do that one. Note we're okay with that. So Ready or Not, £11.63, stakes at 8.6 would return us £100. And now that leaves us £7.56. So our fifth selection there is Naturalia. And Naturalia is 19.5. And stakes there of £5.13 would return us £100. So that's now going to leave us £2.43. We know what normally happens. Let's see if the favourite come up. Good morning, Alex. There we go, 2.1, and the rest of the money will go on that. Not that it'll be worth it. But into the 458 at Hamilton, we've got five running for us. Wonderful Lives, Mill Buey, Starlight Stanley, Ready or Not, and Naturalia. One of those five would return us £100, and Good Morning Alex would be the lesser amount. And now into the sixth betting heat. This is our final race, the Hamilton 530. And our selection here is Catherine Shree. And this is currently the favourite at 3.25 or 9 to 4. Stakes of £30.77 would return us £100. And our second selection is Warminster, and that at the moment is 11.5. Stakes of £8.70 would return us £100. And third in is Burj Malinka, and Burj Malinka, that is 5.4. So we're just going to quickly add up our first two, and that leaves us £10.54, which would be our maximum stake on our third selection. So Hamilton 5.30, we've got two running for us, Catherine Shree and Warminster. One of those two would return us £100, and Burj Malinka would be the lesser amount. So we're going to recap now from Hamilton, go through the 6 races properly. We're going to use the calculator for the last selections on each, and we'll start with the 205 at Hamilton. Yukon Glen, Simple Star and Ravens Craig Castle. One of those three would return us £100. And Capital Theory, we had £3.57 over, and we put that on at 4.3, and that would return us £15.35. So it'd be a bit of a loss, but we got 3 running for us. Into the 310 at Hamilton, we got 2 running for us here. Grandad Bob and Son of Sampers. One of those two would return us £100. And Cavalier Approach, we had £19.20 left, and we've put that on at 3.2, if I can get that right, and that would return us £61.44. So there would be a slight profit in that one of about £10, and we got 2 running for us as well. So that's the second race. Now we're going to go into the Hamilton 350. We've got 2 running for us, Flight of Angels and My Little Queens. One of those two would return us £100. And Bulldog Spirit, we had an odd £6.21 over, and we will put that on at 9.6, and that gives a return of £59.61. So around a £10 profit. And we've got 2 running for us. Into our 4th betting heat, this was the 423 at Hamilton. We've got 3 running for us, Jack Hammer, Shine on Brendan and Black Friday. One of those 3 would return us £100. And then our full selection, Natzor, we had £21.34 left over. We put that on at 3.95 on the price, and that returns £84.29. So that's a good return, plus the other 3 running for us. Then into the 5th betting heat, this is the 458. We've got 5 running for us here. Wonderful Lives, Milbury, Starlight Stanley, Ready or Not, and Naturalia. One of those 5 would return us £100. And then whether you do the last bet on Good Morning Alex, we had £2.43, times that by 11 to 10 or 2.1, and that's going to give you a return of £5.10. So whether you do that one's up to you, but I always like to keep the book straight. Then we will move down to our final race, which is the 530 at Hamilton. We've got 2 running for us here, Catherine Shree and Warminster. One of those 2 would return us £100. And Burj Malinka, this is our 3rd selection. We had £10.54 left. The price was 5.4, so that would give us a return of £56.91. So we would get our money back there, and a couple running for us. So that is the Hamilton card for today. I've put up the Newmarket one already. The Salisbury one will be going up after this. Then I'm going to do a separate one for the 1,000 guineas. Now, don't forget, if you did follow us in yesterday, you would have done really, really well. So try and look at today's and try and combine them with what you picked yourself. And we'll be back for the results show this evening. So good luck with whatever you're playing this afternoon, and thanks for watching.